I thought you would go right there. We are. We're live.
Okay, welcome. I'll call the meeting to order. And so we have one for the land acknowledgement.
Sure, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Augusta Township acknowledges that we live and work in ancestral territories of Indigenous people. The township recognizes all Indigenous people and honors their past, present, and future. The township values and respects their culture, heritage, and relationship to the land.
Thanks, Councilor Bowman. I was gonna welcome back the deputy mayor, but he's not back. Let's scratch that note. Secondly, I went to I think most of you read it in the papers, the Invista had their 20-year celebration underneath Koch Industries. And anyway, it's just an afternoon for the retirees, employees, stuff like that. But they also announced a $23 million expansion, so. Anyway, good news for the township, so. I don't think you'll see much expansion because it ain't in behind, so you won't see it, I don't think, traveling on County Road 2. Maynard Rec had their grand opening, you might say, well, yesterday. And it was good, everything's well set up, and I thank staff, Kathleen, and whoever else was involved, so thank you very much, thank you, Shannon. And MC and everything, so it was good. We didn't have the crowd we expected, but the weather wasn't playing to help us either, so. But I think everybody that came had a good time, and the message got across because I had a couple of people today asking me about it too, so anyway, communication is getting out there. So thank you very much on that. So we need originally AMO. I'm not going to AMO. I will be going, the township has 2 delegations. Myself, the CAO, will be going up for the delegations only. So let's go around the table. I think Deputy Mayor is going. Hendrick,
I'm going.
you're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Tanya's going? I'm not going, okay. So we'll, anyway, so looking at it, yeah, we may run into each other. I don't know because the delegations are in different hotels. So, may not. Anyway, I expect, I don't know if anybody wants to volunteer of the counselors, but want somebody to do the counselor report.
I'll do it.
Come back. And, have them for the next meeting. Thank you very much. I think that's important. We do those. Everybody's has a draft of it, I think.
Yeah.
Ask me, I'll send you. But it tells the public too, that we're just not going out there and having a good time. A lot of networking and everything else that happens. So the 2 delegations we have, by the way, is Ministry of Energy and Electricity and the Ministry of Education, correct? Correct. Forest training. I have not got to the point where I emailed Ashley and asked her to give me an update. I will hold off a while. But anyway, I will do that in the future, just to pre-warn everybody. On counselors I'm speaking. CEO takes care of the staff.
CEO hasn't done it either.
So
Just one note.
It's easy training. The hardest part is getting on, and we should have a better way of getting on. So. Got my point. The next point and is the quarterly. And again, we've got, I'm asking the counselors here. If you have something you want to put in the quarterly, do it. Okay. The CAO, that's everything. Okay, so it's up to him if it goes in there or not. So if you have something to them, send them. Each quarterly, we should be putting something in, you know. We did Councilor Bowman and I talked about dog park. So why don't we have that in there, asking the public, are they interested? things like that. Every time, Vicky goes up and tries to do the quarterly, she gets bits and pieces, a lot of it's the same thing. And then I go at her and I'm saying, I want to double, if not triple what we're putting out. And I don't give a damn if it's in the tax bill. We'll do a separate mail-in. So, now this time I realize that Vicky does a good job. This time I realize she asked way ahead of time, too far ahead of time. And, it's just ridiculous because you can't do anything like that. But I think everybody, staff should have something as the 3 months go on. Keep note of something you want to put in there. Because that's the way we communicate to our employees, to our residents, sorry. Flashback, no, we're to our residents. And the other thing is, I know we're live streaming here and I debated, but I am not impressed with the editor of the Beacon. And if you read his Canada Day newspaper he published afterwards, he said that Augusta Township did not do anything for their residents. And they could have gave them some money or something towards something. So, I won't go any farther than that, but the more we can put in the quarterly and show them what a newspaper is supposed to look like, then. So, I haven't spoke to the editor yet. No, Mr. Councillor Hendrick has. I thank him for that, but it's not his job. I will certainly tell him. I see him next. He's watching this, Paul. Okay. I think that's it. So let's go on to approval of the agenda. Moved by Councillor Pate, second by Councillor Bowman, be resolved the agenda for August 2024 be adopted as amended. I didn't read it.
Oh, yeah, she just must have not taken that out, so. Scratch it out, there's nothing amended.
Yeah. Be adopted, not amended, to include an update on legal action and closed session. We gotta take that out.
That's adopted, yeah.
All right. So be resolved, the agenda for August 12, 2024 be adopted. Here. Anybody have any additions or anything else? Can you call a question? All in favor? Here. Moved by Councillor Henry, seconded by Councillor Pate. Be it resolved that council approve the minutes of the July 15, 2024 council meeting as distributed to all members. Does anybody have any corrections or anything? Do nothing. Call question, all in favor? Here. Yep. Disclosure of pecuniary interest and general nature thereof. Does anybody have anything to report? See nothing? Business arising from the minutes? Yeah, nothing. No delegations and presentations. Correspondence and petitions. And we have moved by Councillor Page, seconded by Councillor Henry. Whereas on March 22nd, the federal and provincial governments announced a funding agreement that will reduce the cost of childcare in Ontario to an average of $10 per day by 2025-2026. And whereas the for-profit, not-for-profit quotas 30/70 mandated in the agreement artificially limits the number of licenses that can be given out, therefore limits the childcare spaces that are created. And whereas families are being forced to wait for $10 per day childcare, even though there is unspent budget for unrealized not-for-profit centers due to a lack of not-for-profit applying. And whereas changing the ratios could unlock thousands of new $10 day childcare spaces immediately. Therefore, be it resolved, the Township of Augusta requests the federal provincial governments fix the archaic profit, not-for-profit quotas in the agreement. And further than that, Mayor Jeff Shaver writes a letter on behalf of the Township of Augusta to the Association of Municipalities, AMO, on the Federation and the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, FMC, asking them to advocate change for FP and NFP ratios. And lastly, this resolution be circulated and brought to the attention of Michael Barrett, member of Parliament, Leeds Grenville, Thousand Islands, and Rita Lakes, the Honorable Janice Suggs, Minister of Families, Children and Social Development, the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, Steve Clark, member of Provincial Parliament, Leeds Grenville, Thousand Islands, and Rita Lakes, the Honorable Todd Smith, Minister of Education, the Honorable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario. Do I have any questions on the comments? That you're gonna write something up? I read that now, yeah. I missed it too, so. Okay, call question, all in favor? Carry. Yeah. Okay, reports, committee reports. First of all, County's Council, right, this is how my day went today. So 8 o'clock joint services I had, and then we went into County's Council meeting. Then I had a corridor meeting, and now I'm here, so I'm all meeting out today, so. Anyway, that was my day. It's been a long day, so. The CAO, Chief Administration Officer of Counties, has resigned. And that's about all I can say right now. So anyway, if we're looking for someone. No.
No.
So I'm pretty quiet. That meeting today. Deputy Mayor's not here, but unless you, the CAO has something on set on the conservation authorities, then I'm.
Nothing at this time.
Hey, recreation, does anybody have anything? I know we've all been pretty well, it's the summer. Oh, Councilor Henry?
Through your worship, Maynard had their first pickleball tournament July 27th and 28th. The number of participants was about 172 from across Ontario and New York State. The estimated proceeds were about 8,000, but we haven't got a final number yet.
That's great. Super. Okay. Anybody else? No? Good, thank you. Library Board, Councilor Bowman?
Nothing to report.
Like no economic development committees, during the month of July or August?
Through your worship,
Yep.
could I say one thing? Business of the Year nominations are due October 11th and open November 1st.
The business of the year is November 1st.
Sorry, the business of the year is November
Nominations
1st.
are due, yeah.
Nominations are due October 11th.
Yep.
Your Worship, with Adrian not being here, the family fun event in North Augusta was supposed to be on the 31st of July, but it was postponed. I think it's coming up on Tuesday, next week, something like that. I'm trying to find the exact date, but, it was a miserable weather, so they moved it. I'm trying to find the date that it was postponed to. August 20th.
Okay. Good.
From 3 to 8.
First, PAC meeting, we had a meeting last week, I believe, and we passed, I think it was 3 severances, yeah, so. Anyway, that's, but, and then PSB, we heard nothing there, so we're still looking at things there. And administration,
Yeah, so I've got a few updates. So just for council information, the Housing Enabling Water System Fund that we jointly applied to with Prescott and Airwood Cardinal, we have received confirmation that we were not successful in our application. Their first intake was $970 million is what they were giving out. According to what we're hearing, there was anywhere between $2.5 to almost $3 billion worth of applications submitted for that funding. So with the 970 million for their first intake, they are supporting, the province is supporting 500,000 new homes. There is a second intake that is scheduled to come out sometime this week. Another 250 million. So we'll be looking at getting council support again and looking at our application. We also are waiting for the criteria, which might be changing as well too. So stay tuned for that. As the mayor did confirm, we do have our AMO delegations, Minister of Education, which I did get confirmation today. We will be meeting with the minister, the actual Minister of Education, Todd Smith. That is August 20th from 1:20 to 1:35, and I'll send out the details, as well as the Minister of Energy, August 19th from 2:10 to 2:25. And as well, just for council, if you're interested, the 2024 Summer Business Breakfast with our local MP and MVP is to be held on September 10th at the Prescott Golf Club, 7:30 till 9:30. The cost is $33.28. If you're interested, it's sponsored by the South Renville and North Renville Chamber of Commerce and the Community Futures Renville. So if you're interested, let myself know or Annette know, and we'll just register everybody at the same time. As well, the Community Sport and Recreation Infrastructure Fund, it was announced earlier in April at the budget, and that is expected sometime in the fall of 2024. So that will be a fund that's investing up to $200 million over 3 years to support new and revitalized local sport and recreation facilities. So we've already begun looking at that, and certainly reach out to your recreation groups as well too if there's some projects that they're interested in. We'll start once the criteria comes out, we'll start approaching the committees and looking at what could qualify under that. You get that? And then just an FYI, just for council to put in your calendar, right now we are looking at our volunteer appreciation night to be on October 24th. And that'll be kind of a one and cheese. So we're still going through all the details right now, but we'll certainly get some information and some invites out very shortly to everyone. And that's all I have, Mayor, unless there's any questions.
Question. Just one. Can we, I know we talked about the recreation fund there, but the Maynard building, I'd like to know before I put my foot in my mouth. Either that's being demolished or rebuilt.
So if I can, so right
Yeah.
now, the direction that we're getting from the committee is they would rather look at rebuilding, sorry, not rebuilding, is basically taking that building to the studs and keeping the frame there and building with it. So we have engaged Iron Engineering, who's doing some design work with us right now, so that we're ready for the application. And certainly they'll provide us with some guidance, whether it's better to demolish or invest in what we have there right now. So we're waiting on some information.
Okay, so
But certainly, as we apply for these, we'll be certainly looking for a council resolution for support and stuff like that. So
yeah, well,
we'll,
let us know as soon as you find out which way it's going, because we get asked, nice to know.
yeah, exactly right.
Good.
Okay. Am I missing anything, Councillor Henry, on that, or?
But you're correct.
Okay.
Okay, Administration of Finance, moved by Councillor Henry, second by Councillor Pate. Be resolved that council authorize the mayor and the clerk enter in a contract on Liberty Vision for 40,641 plus HST supply and install replacement LED electric sign cabinet and top light box. So sorry for the hesitation, people, but I read it yesterday, but do I have any discussion on that? See, I'll just give that's from North Augusta, I take it.
No,
Here.
for the one out here.
I read it yesterday, that's a blur. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, you know, certainly our clerk can add to it, but right now our electronic sign is not working at all. And certainly we put in the budget to look at replacing it. It comes within our budget or a little bit over, not too much over. But Annette's been working with Duco Electric to make sure that all the electrical is there that can support it. And certainly everything looks good right now. So unless there's anything you want to add, Annette.
No, it's since I wrote this, becoming inoperable, it has become inoperable.
So is it new technology?
Yes.
Yes.
Up to date. I mean, this is 10 years
Yeah.
old, so It's, and much better operating system comes with it and, the vinyl on the top box, actually took a close look at it. So yeah, just time for a new sign or at council's discretion, not have a sign anymore when it does not work.
Any discussion? Call the question. Favor? Here. Yeah. Report 2024-093, Winter Sand Tender Award. Moved by Councilor Page, second by Councilor Green. Be resolved that council authorized the mayor clerk to enter in a contract with Steve Blake Sand and Gravel Limited in the amount of $44,000 plus HST for 2024 supply and delivery of screen winter sand. Does anybody have any questions? I'll follow the question. All in favor? Carry. We need.
Actually.
Yeah.
Just for council information, John has the costing of what we paid last year, just for council information to see.
Yeah, we've done the, I know I have from the past councils.
Yep.
And solved pretty well the roundabout price, but go ahead.
Through your worship, so in 2022, the last contract we did, Willis Kerr won it, $22.25 a ton. And this year, 2024, and it's going to be a year plus year plus year, $20 a ton. So we're saving a little bit of money with the local or contractor. Yes.
That's great.
Yep.
Okay, good stuff. Report 2024-094, new street light request, Cedar Grove and County Road 18. Moved by Councilor Bowman, seconded by Councilor Pate, be resolved that council approves the installation of a new street light at the intersection of Cedar Grove and County 18, County Road 18. Discussion? The street light on county property or is it on our property?
So it's gonna be within their right of way, because we'll do it on the T on their side, illuminating both their areas, their T plus ours, yes. Yes, within our hamlet or within our, yes, you're right. Within our county road, their county road, yes.
But who actually owns it?
We will own it.
Cause this is where I find, I have residents call me. They say, we need a street light here, or we got a street light, it's always blinking or something. I don't know if it's on a county road. How do I tell, like, I don't know where it is, right? It's the county's responsibility for us.
So through your worship, so we've got a bunch on County Road 15 through Algonquin, North Augusta, which is ours. Highway 2, prime example, Maitland, they're all ours. So a lot on the county roads within the hamlets are under our bill. Yes,
Okay,
on the county roads. They're on the right way, yes.
call the question, all in favor? Here, you. So report, 2024-095, new street light request, McIntosh and County Road 18. Same thing, different place, so, any discussion? John, anything to add? No?
No, again, the same thing, between the two of these, through your worship, there's a bus station in there. There's a transportation, trucking, a few other things in the area, veterinarian, so yes, and again, it is one of our busiest intersections within our township.
Can I just ask a question as to why the one prior to that is 6? Like, why is it much more expensive?
Sorry, which one's more?
The one before it on McIntosh was 6,000 and this one's 15. Why is it like that much more expensive?
Sorry, yes. So,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if I can just to answer that question to Councilor Bowman. So that's just the amount of money we have in the budget
Okay.
to support that. So,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, so we'll be working to see where we can get cost savings and everything like that.
Lines.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay, call the question, all in favor? Okay, thank you. So report 2024-095 new street light requests for, I just read that, didn't I?
96.
Yeah, report 2024-96 replacement street light request, East McLean. So moved by Council Bowman, second by Council Henry, be resolved that council approves the installation of a new street light on East McLean Boulevard. Discussion? In the agenda,
No, just, for your worship, the only, as you can see through the beautiful picture there, how the lean is and the light is kind of pointing up straight up to the air. So, excuse me, the bottom of the post is starting to rot and lean. So it is due for replacement before it falls in somebody's yard or car.
Your worship, I
yeah,
do have a question, actually, just, John, you might know, it's about the first one. I remember reading it somewhere that just triggered my memory. So the first one was on a pole that was removed, but then the light wasn't put back up.
Yeah, so through a couple residents like, that I talked to, yes, there's one there that they had before.
Yeah.
Probably 10, 12 years ago, they replaced the post and never put the light back up.
Whoever takes a pole, then they take the light down with it.
I would, yeah.
They keep the light.
Okay, we'll see you later. Yeah.
So it's just for future, I mean, I know nothing about this stuff, so poles get replaced all the time, right? They get old, they need new technology, stronger poles. What is there to prevent Hydro from replacing other poles in township that have our lights on them? Cause I don't wanna be on the hook, nor do our residents wanna be on the hook for a traffic light or a light that the Hydro wants taking down and then just not putting back up.
Yeah, so now with us going forward, the township here, every hydro pole that needs to be replaced must have a municipal consent. And if it has a light on it, I will make sure that, within that municipal consent, we will approve the new pole as long as you put the existing light standard back onto it. Yes, yes. And those street lights, of course, are all tracked within our mesh app that we have. As well as GIS, yes, yep, absolutely.
Excellent, thank you, John.
okay, nothing else, I'll call a question, all in favor? Sure. Next, we have planning and building services, report 2024-090. Moved by Councilor Henry, seconded by Councilor Bowman, be resolved that council recommends the United Counties, the Leeds and Grenville Consent Granting Authority consent application D 7824 be approved, subject to 7 conditions of approval as detailed in staff report 2024-090. Does anybody have any discussion? Planner have anything to add?
No, your worship, just to note that that was the severance that the planning advisory committee had added another road allowance widening request. So they wanted the widening request on both Bethel and Bisselltown Road, so that change has been made in that recommendation.
All question, all in favor? Carried. Yep. Next, we have report 2024-091 severance B80-24 Lawrence Mills Road. Moved by Councilor Bowman, seconded by Councilor Henry. Be resolved, the council recommend the United County, the Leeds and Grenville Consent Granting Authority. Consent application B80-24 be approved, subject to 7 conditions of approval as detailed in staff report 2024-091. Discussion? Again, planner, anything? No. I'll call the question. All in favor? Here. You. Next, we have report 2024-092 severance B83-24 County Road 18. Moved by Councilor Henry, seconded by Councilor Bowman, be resolved the council recommend to the United Counties of Leeds and Grenville Consent Granting Authority that consent application B83-24 be approved, subject to 5 conditions of approval as detailed in staff report 2024-092. Again, any discussion? Planning? Call the question, all in favor? Next we have is any notice of motions, anybody's gonna bring forward? Thank you, bylaws. Moved by Councilor Bowman, second by Councilor Henry, be resolved the bylaw number, 3731 twenty twenty-four, being a bylaw to authorize the execution of a development agreement be read the first time, a second time, and a third time be enacted as read. Anybody have any, questions? Okay, we'll call the question, all in favor? Carry. Yep. Any announcements, counselors, you have anything? I got one, I go for my surgery the 27th, so I'll probably mix a few, in person, council meetings, so. Anyway, it's, well overdue. Get bionic man. So, any other announcements? Any questions on the agenda for the press? Any questions on agendas from the public? Lori, do you have any questions?
Just one question,
Yeah.
where they said they're putting a street light at County Road 18 and McIntosh Road, is there not a street light there already?
No. No, there's not, nope. There are a few times.
Okay.
I was thinking that too,
Yeah, there is a
but,
street light there.
I don't know if it's a street light or it's somebody's house.
You've definitely got some light there at Naps Yamaha or Naps.
Yeah.
There is some light there, but there's last time I drove by, I did not see a street light.
Shoulders has a light in their lot.
Yeah.
so-
It is. Right, yes. Well, there's the LEDs.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought there was a light there, it's got like an orange glow to it, it's like a street light that's been there.
I will double check after I leave here, but pretty darn sure.
I thought maybe they're just replacing it to make it like one of those white lights. Yeah, show me, like, pretty bright.
Yes, yeah.
Holy moly, it will blind you.
Okay, there's no closed sessions, as for section 239 of this spot 2001. And what do you do, closed session? So, closing the bylaw, moved by Councilor Henry, second by Councilor Bowman, be resolved, the bylaw number 3732 twenty twenty-four. Confirm the proceedings of council of the township of Augusta at its meeting held on August 12, 2024. Be read a first time, second time, and third time, it is read. Favor? Carried. Last thing, moved by Councilor Bowman, second by Councilor Henry, be resolved this council do now adjourn at 7:35 PM. 6:30, 6:30. Until September 9th, 2024, at 6 o'clock, or the call mayor subject to need. All in favor? Carried. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Yes, you can, Rob.